Good evening, everyone. Hello and welcome. Welcome to our third month of delving into the angelic realm and finding an angel that wants to work with us. Well, they all do, but one that wants to really explore with us the energy and what we can receive by getting to know them a little bit better. I'm Teri Angel, for those who don't know me, and we are here on the Zoom on Enlightened World Network through Facebook and also on YouTube, Enlightened World Network and Angel Speakers. So welcome, welcome. If you have not attended one of these yet, you're in for a treat because every month we go over a different angel. We started with Archangel Haniel and worked with her, him. Angels don't really have a gender, but we worked with that angel for a month, and then we did Archangel Gabriel, and now we're up to Archangel Barachiel tonight, and we're going to find out more and more about this wonderful angel. So welcome in. And those of you here on the Zoom call with me, I'm so glad you're here. I like having company on Zoom. That way I don't feel like it's just me talking. We can have some interaction. And so I'm so glad that you all are here. We have Lynn, Dr. Ruth Anderson, and Annie Seven. Thank you all for being here. And I believe there will be more coming in. It's just a late start for some people tonight. So I want to first start out by calling in the angels to help us do this. I channel these beautiful angels, and I've asked them, especially Barachiel, to teach the class tonight. I said, I'll show up, I'll be here, I'll use my voice, but will you do the teaching and let us know what you want us to know about you? So if you would join me with just a breath, connecting into your heart center. And I'm going to invoke the energy of Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Uriel. These four powerful archangels surround us on all sides, in each direction, and they are always there. You can call on them at any time. So you may have felt a shift as they came to you, and just will sit with us all as we go over this amazing energy that is Barachiel. And I want to ask Archangel Barachiel to please join us now. And Barachiel has been working with me this week very closely. We have sat in meditation. I've had a chance to ask and receive answers on many things in my own life and in what I should be bringing forth in this night of teaching about Barachiel. So he helped me to make a fact sheet, and I'll be sharing this on Enlightened World Network. But right now, I'm going to see if I can share it to where you can actually see it. And we'll talk about what he wanted me to put on that fact sheet. Okay, can you all see that? Or is some of it not visible to you? Can everybody see it? Just thumbs up or head shakes? Okay.
It starts with name means
Yes.
God's blessing.
Right.
Okay.
Yes. So anytime there is an EL at the end of an angel's name, it's of God. That's what the EL signifies. So the name Barachiel means the blessing of God or God's blessing. I've also seen it as God's mercy. Barachiel is very compassionate, and he helps us to understand about compassion. He helps us understand about forgiveness, about the energy of clearing out that which doesn't serve us, which is all that low vibration energy, so that we can receive those blessings that are always available for us. He is of, I'm going to say he, and I'll just stop here. I'll say he because when I've interacted with Barachiel at all times, every time I've sat with him or invoked his energy, it's always been a very strong presence. And not to say that females can't be, but it's always been that feeling of a protector, of bigger than life. And when he comes into the room, it fills the room. He's very similar to Metatron in the magnificence of his energy and how far reaching it is. So when I say he, it can be either or neither, because angels really don't, they're not like humans, they don't have a gender, but they can appear to us in the way that we can resonate with, what we can accept as seeing them in a certain way. So he is of the seraphim. If you remember from the very first angel class I did, there are different orders of angels, and the seraphim is the highest order. They're the ones that are constantly with the entity of God and singing, praising, just lifting up that energy. So being of that highest order, that's pretty cool, I think, and very special that we actually even get to interact with Barachiel. He is also the chief over all the guardian angels. So if you've ever wondered, who's my guardian angel? Who's there for me? We all have them. We all have a guardian angel or two or more that are with us throughout our lifetime. Well, Barachiel can bring that information through when you sit with him. I'm going to lead a meditation, excuse me, a guided meditation to his energy. And one of the things in that meditation is, what do you want to know from Barachiel? So maybe you want to know who your guardian angel is. Maybe you want to know about your life path or the blessings that are coming to you that are always there. And maybe you want to know how to open up further to that. Okay, so he intercedes for people in need. Whenever there is a desire of our heart that hasn't been realized yet, we haven't seen the evidence of it, then just ask Barachiel, what's the problem here? And that's how I talk to the angels. I'm very personal with them. I don't like, get tongue tied when I'm talking to the angels. I just talk to them like I would a friend. And that's how they want us to interact with them, to get very personal, because when we can talk to them like we're talking to another human, then we understand what they're saying a little bit better. And sometimes they're able to speak like we speak. Other times it's just a thought. Sometimes it's an image. Sometimes they'll bring through another person that will give us a message that they want us to understand. So talk to these angels. I encourage everyone to do that, to sit with them, make it personal, and just treat them like they're your best friend. And they will be, or they are already, but they will be in that way that you would like to have the relationship with them. He brings in laughter and humor, and I can tell you from experience, yes, he does. He loves to laugh. There's another angel. I'm just missing his name at the moment, but there's an angel that just really is all about lightening up the energy. Ruth, you can help me out here. Raziel, got it. Thank you. So he has that same energy. So anytime that we are starting to feel a little down, or we're doubting, or we're not seeing something come to fruition fast enough, I'm putting that in quotes because we're a little impatient about receiving our blessing, then he's going to help us to lighten up. He's going to either bring something that somebody says or does, or just a thought that will make us laugh or giggle, or he'll have us pay attention to something or someone that's being silly. And we'll go back into that childlike innocence. That's what the laughter does. And it relaxes us enough that we're able then to say, oh, well, that was kind of silly, wasn't it? That I got all stressed out over that, when I could just really relax and accept what's happening. So that's one of the signs that he may be nearby, that you might hear that laughter. You might hear him laugh, because when the angels laugh, to me, it's like bubbles. That's what I hear. It's just that sound of bubbles coming in, or a waterfall where the water's hitting the water. Um, his color. So I have seen him with the green aura when he comes through, or a green flash. You know, sometimes these angels are so intense, and when they move through, you may not be able to catch all the color of them. You might just see it as a flash, maybe out of the corner of your eye, even. So the green, especially, is always there when he comes in, which represents healing and prosperity. I've also heard people that see him with a white aura. So, however he appears to you, like I said, then that's going to be right for you. There is no right or wrong. There is no have tos with the angels. They're going to be what they are. And however they appear, then that's the way that it will be in our lives. The crystals that you can use to connect deeper with Barachiel: the pink jasper, sunstone, and the rose quartz. I love rose quartz myself, and I love using rose quartz with Barachiel because that's another one of his signs, is the scent of roses, or the presence of roses, as well as lightning bolts, because he's also known as the angel of lightning. And I thought that was kind of interesting, because when I love lightning, I love seeing it light up the night sky if I'm not outside. I love observing it. But so anyway, there you could see a lightning bolt, and that might be a symbol that he's communicating with you. But the roses and the rose scent is what I have noticed the most. And in fact, Ruth and I were doing a meditation just this morning, and the scent came through for both of us. We were both smelling it at the same time. The angels are mentioned in religious teachings and religious texts. So you can find references to Barachiel in the book of Enoch. It's not in the Bible. This is a separate book that was written at the time that all these scriptures and holy writings were done, but it did not make it into the Bible. But it is a book that you can research and find. And he was listed as one of the angels who serve as great and honored angelic princes in heaven. Now, that's the seraphim. Those are the ones that are the highest order of the angels. In the Kabbalah, Barachiel is linked to the Sephirah of Hesed. And we've talked about that every month. I've told you that I will share with you where on that tree of life, which is the Sephirah, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but that's the way I'm saying it. And the Hesed represents the attributes of kindness, mercy, and compassion. So it makes sense that Barachiel falls right in there and helps us to understand everything about all those attributes in our own self. He is the official saint in the Eastern Orthodox Church, and he is also venerated as a saint by some members of the Roman Catholic Church. And the Catholic tradition says that he is the patron saint of marriage and family life, which I thought was very interesting, with that mercy and compassion, especially. Don't we need that in our personal relationships? So it just makes total sense that he would be venerated as that and linked to the family energy. I mentioned the signs, the roses and the lightning bolts. In astrology, he rules the planet Jupiter, and he's linked to Pisces and Scorpio. Anybody here a Pisces or a Scorpio? Oh, there you go, Lynn. You were wondering who your guardian angel was, so maybe just connect in and see if it's possible that he's helping you throughout your lifetime. He's traditionally said to inspire a sense of humor, as I mentioned, with people who encounter God's blessings through him. He's an amazing being. As I sat with him yesterday for, it was over an hour. I sat in this very room, which is a meditation room inside the house I'm at. And I felt very emotional as I connected with him. I felt such compassion from him. And I asked, what do I need to know? What do I need to, first I said, do. And he's like, no, 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 no. And so I was like, okay, then what do I need to know so that I can clear my energy in order to be able to see and acknowledge the blessings that I know are there. I'm just not opening to them just yet. And so he helped me yesterday in a big way and uh, did an attunement to his energy, which he will do for everyone tonight. All of you who are here on the Zoom and those of you who are watching this on the live stream. This is one thing that the angels have promised that they would do each month as I teach about them. We're going to go into a meditation, and during that meditation, Barachiel will come to each person individually and do the attunement. Now, when he did an attunement for me yesterday, like I said, I got very emotional with it. And I could feel the energy starting at the top of my head. And I felt it kind of like a lightning bolt, but not the intensity of it, just kind of a zigzag as it went through my body and through my energy fields. So, very interesting how the attunements come to be for us when we just allow it and we just tune into that. So before we go into the meditation where we will connect and really get more deeply into his energy, are there any questions before we begin? Is there something that you felt maybe I went too fast with because I was trying to get that in so we could do this meditation that I really want to have us immerse in his energy? And it's going to be, I think, very beautiful experience for all of us. So, anyone with questions or comments? Is anyone connected with Barachiel before this, or is this a new angel to you? Ruth, I know it's new to you. And Sue, I see you shaking your head, so this is new for you as well. Yeah. And Lynn, I know that we were speaking before, and I know that that wasn't an angel you were familiar with. Um, Annie, I don't think has encountered Barachiel either. So this is great that people are able to become aware of this presence that we have in our lives. Yes, Annie said it's new to her also. All right. So the angels, they're called God's messengers, but they're really created to be a companion to us as we go through life. And I mentioned earlier that we all have guardian angels, and they are specific to us. So your guardian angels are yours. They're with you from the moment you're born until you pass on out of your body. And we all have them. We're able to connect with them if we can go deep enough into that energy and allow it. We can ask them questions. We can hear them as they speak to us. That's one of the gifts, the spiritual gifts that we have, is the ability to hear from the spirit realm. So, all right. If there are no questions or comments, and like I said, I don't have the Facebook comments up, so I don't know if people are commenting on there or not. But if you are, I will go through and read those comments later and see if there's anything to be aware of. So at this time, I would like everyone to just be muted while we do the meditation and make yourself comfortable. You don't have to be on camera. If you choose to just turn your video off so you can go into that relaxed state, then that's perfect as well. Oh, I love that you put a rose up there, Sue. I love that. Yes. And a pink rose. That's what I usually see when I connect with Barachiel. I see the pink roses. And this meditation, we're going to work with the energy of the rose. So let's begin. And let's just really make it our intent to be open, to feel unlimited, unrestricted free of limitations, mentally and spiritually. Um, Ruth had shown me a card earlier of out of a card deck for Archangel Barachiel, and it's to I think outside the box or live outside the box. So any of those limits that are telling you anything other than love, just release that and come to this experience feeling open, curious, ready. As we gently close our eyes, invite the eyes to pause, to rest. You don't need the outside distractions at this moment. We're just going deeper on the inside. Observe your breath. Just let it flow in naturally, gently, filling your lungs. And begin to neutralize any of those thoughts. Just set them aside if they're constantly trying to get your attention. Just know that you can get to those later. This is your now moment as you breathe and you engage in what's going on right now in the presence of this beautiful angel. As you breathe, just feel how comfortable it feels to relax. Let your shoulders relax. Let your energy soften. With each incoming breath and exhale of that breath, just be very, very present right here, right now. Breathe in love and breathe out love. As you do this, all those thoughts, everything else is just going to fall to the background. Feel the balance that happens when you breathe and you exhale. See it as a continuous circle with the energy coming in and going back out. And I'm going to invite Barachiel at this point to begin to go to each of you. Barachiel is going to place an attunement to his energy that we may go deeper in our meditation. We may feel his energy stronger. So as he comes to each one, you might feel something at the top of your head. You might feel a touch on your shoulder. Just allow Barachiel to bring that attunement to you. And Barachiel, we invoke your energy in each of us that we may have a deeper connection, that we may feel the compassion, the mercy, the love. And let us now just breathe in and receive this attunement. You might feel a tingle throughout your body. I just did. I felt it start at the top of my head. So whatever you feel is right for you. If you don't feel anything, that's okay too, because that energy is going right into your spirit and into your subconscious mind. Feel your body become warm and light. Feel your body is so light now that it feels like it could lift up off of the seat that you're in. Allow your body to disappear into the background. Your third eye begins to become more aware and expand out, widening the perception of that angel that's right there with you, maybe catching a glimpse of that green energy, or maybe it's a white lightning flash. And as your spiritual presence continues to grow and bloom like the rose, you're ready. You're ready to receive messages and guidance to flow into you. With each pulse of life that's going through your body, your aura expands in waves. Your intuition continues to broaden and deepen into the energies of the spirit world. Your intuition is intelligent and it's unlimited. So just be the observer. Just watch it as your energy field grows, expands, going beyond the body, going outside of that physical vessel that you are here in, and watch it as it grows and blooms to its fullness. And there's no limit. Now look around and observe what's happening around your physical body. Observe if there's a smell, an aroma of roses as you take that breath in. As we all know what a rose looks like and what a rose petal looks like, I invite you to look up above with your inner eye and see a shower of rose petals begin to softly fall from up above. The feeling of sweetness and grace comes over your whole being. With your inner eyes, greet Archangel Barachiel as he emerges and shows himself, surrounding by his potent aura of green. The rose petals are falling all around this amazing angel. Their green aura is reflected with the fine details of pink and purple, representing blessings of prosperity and health. Now watch as Archangel Barachiel is moving closer to you. This green energy of his aura expands and intertwines with your aura. And as it does, everything begins to heal and align in every way. As his energy flows into your auric field, let your body relax more into that wave. Let the tingles run through you. Let tears flow if that's what's happening, because as I said, it's a very emotional experience to sit with this angel. Now watch as Archangel Barachiel raises his wings and moves them slowly and graciously. Feel the gentle, soothing wind from his soft wings. Smell the aroma from the rose as they keep falling from the skies, those rose petals coming in, showering you. These falling rose petals are the sweetness of the divine and its blessings. As they fall in abundance, there are blessings written on each petal. So take a moment and read what's written on the petals as they fall on you. Watch yourself being showered in unlimited blessings that are written on each one of these petals. They may say something like love, vitality, joy, abundance, creativity, peace, wealth, contentment, health, Let your eyes see as many blessings as you can, or as many as you wish to be blessed with. Just take a moment to read the rose petals that are falling down. Interestingly, I had a petal that had 2 words on it. I was surprised because I was only expecting 1. So however it comes to you, just be the observer. And Archangel Barachiel will move closer and closer to your energy. Watch him as he settles closer to you, just as a dear friend or a loving family member would. He's ready to hear you, ready to support you. Look into what would be his eyes, his spiritual eyes, because angels don't really have eyes like we do, but they have the spiritual eyes. And see the tenderness, the love, the compassion. Open your heart and tell Archangel Barachiel all that you need to. Don't hold back. Just pour your heart out to him. Let him know anything and everything and what he can do to help you today. Let's take a moment to just communicate with Barachiel. Your desires have been heard and received, and so it shall be done. Claim it and watch as Archangel Barachiel gathers your guardian angels and your guides. They now appear through the falling rose petals. Perhaps their name is written on one of those petals. So pay attention still to the falling rose petals and the messages that's bringing into you. And Archangel Barachiel now calls for more angels to join in, angels of different purposes, calling in so that every need of yours is fulfilled. Watch Archangel Barachiel and his army of angels form a shield of protection around you, a bubble of love and devotion. The rose petals continue to fall. Feel your heart being soothed with blessings and compassion and love. Let your angels know your appreciation. Hear them comfort you that they are always nearby. Know that you can always ask and you will receive. Now inhale, maybe take in a little more air and exhale it slowly, letting go of anything that may be blocking you from receiving your blessing, anything you're holding on to like doubt, indecision. Just let it go. Maybe there's things that you haven't forgiven yourself for, and you think that you're not worthy to receive. Archangel Barachiel assures you you are worthy, you are deserving. Feel that love that you're surrounded by. Let these angels just minister to you at this moment. Let them hold you, just as a dear friend would give you a hug. The angels give us hugs as well. And we're going to stay here for just a moment longer as you search inside and see if there's anything else that you want to bring to Barachiel or any of the angels that have come in to be with us for this meditation. And take another breath in. Feel the energy of the angels now, backing slowly away as we come back to our physical presence, breath by breath, appreciating the angels who have shown up, the sweetness of the energy of Barachiel, compassion, mercy, love. Just stretch for a moment, stretch your spirit self and your physical self. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back into the presence here with all of us. And just take a moment to process what happened. And we're going to open up the mics if you want to share anything about your experience. If you received that attunement and you felt it, I would love to know that, because even though I got an attunement yesterday, I got another one during this. I felt it as a real, yesterday it was just like a pure energy flow. Today it was a zigzag of the energy, like the lightning bolt. It's beautiful energy. So when you're fully back and fully aware, if anyone would like to share, I would love to hear your experience.
Hey, Teri, do you think folks might be more comfortable sharing if we went off live streaming?
We can do that. I was also going to see if I could peek on Facebook and see if there was any questions or anyone that wanted to make a statement.
I'll check Enlightened World if you want to check yours.
Okay.
Although, Sue, you've probably been keeping an eye on it, is my guess.
No, I haven't even glanced at it yet.
So,
Oh, I think I'm only on Enlightened World. I'm on both on YouTube.
okay. Not any comments per se.
Okay.
Or meditation.
I'm just trying to get my phone to stop making noise. Okay, so anyone watching it online?
Yeah, Andrea Gregg and Joanne Castillo.
Awesome. So if you all want to let us know your experience, just type it in the comments. We will be going offline um, and just sharing anything that came through for us here on the Zoom call. And thank you all. Thank you for being here to learn about this angel. I hope that you have more insight into Barachiel, how you can connect. Um, what he brings to the table is amazing, with the compassion and the mercy and filling our needs. What do you feel is a need of yours that Barachiel can help with? Just sit with that question and ask how you can connect further with him. So thank you. Thank you for joining us. And I'm going to take it offline, and we'll be back next month with another angel we'll be teaching about. So thank you for being here, and